Hello everyone, this is John Jenkins and I got a video for you today, founder of Battleganz, and basically, I made a game, I believe in 2023, right before I moved into my condo. I made a game called Carrier Artang. It was the first Flash game I ever posted onto Newgrounds. The first Flash game I ever posted on Newgrounds. You can check it out at johnjenkins2315 at newgrounds.com. I'll leave the link in the description. But anyway, I made a game called Carrier Artang. I put it on Newgrounds, and I believe it was if I remember, it was basically tied for my least popular game on Newgrounds. It was slightly more popular than my absolute least popular game on Newgrounds. But anyway, I wanted to make a sequel to that game, or at least like a reboot, or an update, or a reboot, or a sequel, something like that. So I looked over the code. And man, I couldn't believe I actually completed a game like this. Like it was the code. I mean, I just made it so hard for myself. All of the assets had these cryptic names, and the code itself was barely commented, and there were a million bridges to nowhere in the code, and the code was I think I could have done a better job of factoring the code, stuff like that. So anyway, I came up with a list of 10 things. So basically, I've got 5 things that you can't see, 5 things that are under the hood, and I've got 5 things that you can see. So here are 10 things that I want to do to improve Carrier Artang. I might not get it done by the time this desktop computer expires, but I want to take some time to get this done. So here's the list. So number 1, comment code. I need more comments on this code because there's a lot of stuff in this thing that is not explained properly, and I need to comment the code. That's the first thing. Number 2, factor code. So I've got a lot of code that's like spaghetti code, or it's doing. I've got, like I said, I've got a lot of bridges to nowhere. I've got a lot of placeholder functions that I was supposed to add as time went on, but I didn't have time to finish because I was moving. So factor code. So let's see. External action script files. So basically so currently the entire game is in the actions window. I did learn a little bit about how to use external action script files, but the thing I was worried about was that if I use an external action script file, do I have to upload that action script file to Newgrounds in order for those variables and functions and classes to be available in on the Newgrounds platform? Do I have to upload the action script file alongside the Swift file? So anyway, so rename classes. No, I'm sorry. Rename assets. So I've got a bunch of image assets and stuff like that, and a bunch of text assets. I want to rename the assets in the library, and also I want to factor the library. I need more folders in the library because I've got a ton of random assets in the library that are just sitting there in a giant pool, and it's hard to figure out where each thing goes, and that's a large part of the reason why I ended up with so many errors in the game. So anyway, go into the code and rename the variables. So the same problem I have with the assets of all these randomly named assets that do not have where the name does not accurately reflect what the asset does. I have that same problem with the variables in the actions window. All of my code is in the actions window, and all the variables have these. All the variables in the actions window have these very random and very. Maybe I thought I was being clever. Maybe I wanted to be a contrarian, and I didn't want to conform to industry norms. of readability because I didn't want to be a square or whatever. So basically, I've got to go into the actions window, and I've got to rename all of those variables and functions, and and functions. So and obviously I'll be adding classes as well, and so that's 1 through 5. That's 1 through 5. That's the stuff you don't see. That's the stuff you don't see, but it will improve the game. So here's 6 through 10. Number 6. Basic animation. So I currently do not have any animations in the game. There's no animations. It's just jump cuts and stuff like that. So I want to have basic animations in the game, such as this is a aircraft carrier combat game. So I should have bombs going off in the water, or bombs going off on the aircraft carrier, or bombs going off and stuff like that. So I really want to add all that stuff. Obviously I can't. This isn't going to be a Disney movie. This is going to be some basic stuff. Just household improvements, household improvements and stuff like that. This is not going to be like Avatar or Bayonetta 3 or whatever. So, okay. Basic sound effects. Basic sound effects. Right now I don't have any sound effects. I've got one track playing in the background. And after that stops, it doesn't loop. It doesn't go back to the beginning. It just stops. So I've got no sound effects and one track playing in the background. Improve soundtrack. Like I said, I should have more than one track, and it should be looping. There should be different music, different soundtrack for different parts of the game. So characters. So characters. Number 9 is characters. Right now there are no characters in the game. The players are not even labeled properly. I didn't even label which character was the player and which character was the AI, which is probably another reason why the game has so many errors. So and 10, this one is a little bit more esoteric. I wanted to add levels. So right now there's only one level to the game. Whether you win or lose the game, whether you win or lose the level, whether you win or lose the level, the game ends after the game ends. There is no second level. There is no leveling up. There is no new game plus. There are no varying levels of difficulty. And part of that, maybe I should have replaced that. I'm gonna replace that. So I'm gonna replace that. So I replaced it with more challenging AI. So I'm not going to add another level. Because the AI in the first level is broken. I mean, the AI in the first level is broken. It's basically just a random number generator. It's basically just a random number generator that generates based on percentage. And maybe I just need to investigate to find the perfect percentage or whatever. But I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Maybe I should ask ChatGPT. So anyway, those are 10 things, 5 and 5, 5 things you don't see, 5 things you do see, that I want to use to improve Carrier Artang, and I'm gonna get started on that. Like I said, I don't know if I'll be able to finish by the time this Windows 10 computer expires, but I'm gonna get started on that. So have a great day, everyone, and goodbye.